Please talk to me. I don't understand what's happening.
Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but someone had to say it.
I appreciate it, but I really don't think it's that simple.
I used to think love was about staying quiet when things hurt. I believed if I endured long enough, if I sacrificed enough of myself, everything would work out. That was what marriage meant to me. That was what loving Evan meant to me. Did you eat? I asked him one night as he dropped his keys on the counter without looking at me. I grabbed something earlier, he said. What did you grab? I don't remember. I watched him loosen his tie, his eyes already on his phone. You've been coming home late again. He sighed. I told you, work's busy. You said that yesterday. And it's still true today. I nodded, even though something in my chest tightened. Okay. That was my favorite word back then. Okay. I used it to smooth over tension. I used it to avoid fights. I used it to convince myself everything was fine. Evan used to come home smiling. He used to kiss me before putting his bag down. Now he barely brushed past me, like touching me was a chore. You're quiet, he said, scrolling. I'm tired. Me too. Silence filled the space between us. I studied his face, trying to find the man I married. The man who once held my hand in public like he was proud of me. Do you remember when we talked until 3 a.m? I asked. He didn't look up. That was a long time ago. Do you miss it? I don't have time to miss things. That answer stung, but I smiled anyway. Right. Of course. I told myself marriage wasn't supposed to feel exciting forever. Love matured. Passion settled. That's what people said. So I ignored how he stopped asking about my day. I ignored how he stopped touching me unless I reached first. One morning, I leaned in to kiss him before work. I'm running late, he said, stepping back. I just wanted. I said I'm late. I let my arms fall. Okay. He didn't notice. At work, Lena watched me stare at my phone during lunch. You're doing that thing again, she said. What thing? Waiting for someone who isn't coming. He's busy, I said. She raised an eyebrow. He's always busy. He works hard. So do you. When was the last time he showed up for you? I stirred my soup. He loves me. I didn't ask that. Her words stayed with me all afternoon. That night, Evan came home close to midnight. You didn't text, I said. I forgot. I tried to joke. You forget a lot lately. He finally looked at me. Can you not start something? I'm not starting anything. Yes, you are. I just missed you. He laughed, but it wasn't warm. You're being dramatic. I swallowed. I'm your husband. And I'm exhausted. He went straight to the shower, closing the door behind him. I stood alone in the kitchen, listening to the water run, wondering when I became someone he needed a break from. Weeks passed like that. Late nights. Short answers. Cold space in bed. Sometimes I reached for him in the dark. Not tonight, he'd say. Tomorrow? We'll see. Tomorrow never came. One evening, I tried again. Did I do something wrong? He rubbed his temples. Why do you always think it's about you? Because you won't talk to me. There's nothing to talk about. There is to me. Well, I don't have the energy for this. I felt my voice shake. I feel like I'm losing you. He looked at me then, really looked at me, and something in his eyes was already gone. You're overthinking, he said. I wanted to believe him. I needed to believe him. So I did. Lena caught me crying in the break room a few days later. You're disappearing, she said softly. I'm fine. You keep saying that like it'll make it true. What am I supposed to do? Walk away from my marriage? No, she said. Just stop shrinking. That night, I cooked his favorite meal. I lit a candle. I tried to remember who we used to be. Why is the table set like this? He asked. I thought we could eat together. He hesitated. Then Saturday you didn't have to do all this. I wanted to. We ate in silence. Halfway through, he put his fork down. I need to tell you something. My heart started racing. Okay. I've been thinking. About what? About us. I waited. I need some space. The word felt sharp. Space? I don't know who I am anymore. What does that have to do with me? I feel suffocated. I stared at him. By me? He didn't answer. So you're leaving? I asked. No. I just need time. How much time? I don't know. I forced a smile. Okay. If that's what you need. He nodded, relieved. Thank you for understanding. He went to bed early. I stayed at the table, staring at the candle until it burned out. I told myself space didn't mean goodbye. I told myself love meant patience. But deep down, I felt it. This wasn't a pause. It was the beginning of the end. Caleb didn't wait for dinner. We need to talk, he said, standing in the living room, phone in his hand. My stomach dropped. You said that last week. I know, he said. This is different. Saturday, okay. I'm listening. He paced once. I want more. More what? I asked. Time? Space? Money? More than this, he said. This is our life. And it's not enough for me anymore. I laughed, sharp and confused. Since when? Since I realized I'm settling. For me? I asked. For everything, he said. For comfort. For small dreams. I swallowed. We're happy. You are, he said. That hurt more than yelling would have. So what is this? I asked. A phase? He stopped pacing. There's someone else. The room tilted. What? I didn't plan it, he said quickly. It just happened. Who? I asked. Ryan. I stared. Your gym friend? He's more than that. How long? I asked. Long enough. My hands shook. While I was here? Yes. You let me think I was crazy, I said. I didn't lie, he said. You hid, I said. That's worse. He has a different life, Caleb continued. He's established. Confident. And rich, I said. And successful, he added. So you traded me in, I said. It's not like that. Then explain it. I feel alive with him. I whispered, you felt alive with me once. That was before, he said. Before what? Before I realized I wanted more. I stood. I can grow with you. I don't want to grow, he said. I want to arrive. The doorbell rang. Is that him? I asked. Caleb hesitated. Yes. The door opened. Ryan stood there, calm, polished, expensive. Hey, Ryan said. I didn't mean to intrude. You already did, I said. Ryan nodded. I know. I'm sorry. You knew about me, I said. Yes, he replied. Caleb was honest. Was he? I asked. Ryan looked at Caleb. I'll wait outside. Caleb didn't stop him. Say something, I said. I'm choosing a different life, Caleb said. A perfect one, I said bitterly. Better, he corrected. I laughed through tears. You think love is a downgrade. I think love shouldn't feel limiting. I never limited you, I said. You didn't push me either. So that's my crime, I said. I stayed. He grabbed his jacket. I'm leaving tonight. Just like that? Yes. You won't even try? I already did, he said. With him. I nodded slowly. Go then. He paused. You'll be okay. I whispered, you don't get to decide that. The door closed behind him. I stood alone, listening to the silence. I looked around our space and finally understood. I wasn't abandoned because I lacked value. I was abandoned because I didn't fit his fantasy. The apartment was smaller than I expected. That's good, Ethan said, dropping my box on the floor. Less room to drown. I sat on the couch. I don't plan to drown. You already are, he said. You're just quiet about it. I didn't argue. That night, I stared at the ceiling until morning. Sleep, I told myself. Just sleep. My brain didn't listen. Everything replayed. His voice. His certainty. The way he walked out like the future was waiting for him. You weren't enough, I whispered. I said it so many times it started to sound true. Maya came over the next day. You look hollow, she said. I feel efficient, I replied. That's not a feeling. It is for me. She handed me soup. Eat. I'm not hungry. You haven't been hungry for days. I took a spoonful. There. Progress. She watched me carefully. You're blaming yourself. I should have pushed more, I said. Wanted more. You wanted him, she said. That's not a flaw. It was for him. I opened a drawer looking for socks and froze. A framed photo stared back at me. Caleb and me. Smiling. Real. I picked it up and felt my throat close. That wasn't fake, I said. No, Maya said softly. It just wasn't enough for him. Ethan came by that evening. You still checking his socials? He asked. No, I lied. He took my phone and unlocked it. Then why is this open? Caleb's page glowed. New photos. New places. Ryan's arm around him. He looks happy, I said. He looks curated, Ethan replied. He moved on, I said. I'm stuck. You're grieving, he said. He upgraded. That's worse. No, he said. That's revealing. I lay awake again. You failed, I told myself. I replayed every moment. Every compromise. Maya called the next morning. You coming in today? I don't know how to be a person, I said. Then be a quiet one, she said. Just show up. At work, I smiled on autopilot. You okay? Someone asked. Fine, I said. I wasn't. At night, I scrolled again. Dinners. Trips. Smiles. He didn't even pause, I whispered. I sat on the floor, photo in my hands. I loved you, I said to the empty room. The realization hit slowly. While I was disappearing, he was already fine. I sat on the floor with my phone in my hand and said, just do it. My thumb hovered over Caleb's name. If you don't delete it, I told myself, you'll keep bleeding. I hesitated. What if he needs me? I laughed quietly. He didn't need me when I was breaking. I pressed delete. The screen went blank. That's it? I whispered. That's how 7 years ends? My chest hurt, but it felt honest. The next morning, Ethan called. You alive? He asked. I woke up, I said. That's new. I deleted his number. He paused. Good. I blocked his socials too. Even better. It feels wrong, I said. Like I'm giving up. You're stopping, he corrected. Big difference. Maya met me for coffee later. You look different, she said. Worse? No, she said. Angrier. I'm tired of begging, I said. Who were you begging? Him. Myself. Reality. She nodded. That's exhausting. I booked therapy, I added. Her eyes widened. Look at you. Don't celebrate yet, I said. I still hate myself a little. That's allowed, she said. Just don't live there. Dr. Monroe's office was quiet. So, he said, why are you here? I don't know how to stop shrinking, I said. When did you start? When I learned love meant staying quiet. He leaned back. Who taught you that? I don't remember, I said. It just feels true. Does it feel healthy? He asked. No, I admitted. Then why defend it? I didn't have an answer. You tied love to endurance, he said. That's not love. That's survival. I thought survival was enough. It kept you alive, he said. It didn't let you live. I stared at the floor. He chose someone else. Yes, Dr. Monroe said. And you chose silence. I thought that made me safe. It made you invisible. That landed hard. I started walking in the mornings. 10 minutes, I told myself. That's it. My legs burned. My lungs complained. Good, I muttered. You're still here. At work, I said no for the first time. I can't stay late, I told my boss. She blinked. Okay. Nothing exploded. That night, I almost checked Caleb's page. I stopped myself. Don't, I said out loud. I missed him. No, I corrected. I miss being chosen. Therapy got harder. What do you want now? Dr. Monroe asked. I want the pain to stop. That's not a plan, he said. I want to feel solid. He nodded. Then stop giving pieces of yourself away. Even if it means being alone? Especially then. Ethan noticed the change first. You're quieter, he said. I'm not apologizing anymore. Careful, he said. People notice that. I hope they do. One night, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Caleb, hey. Just checking in. My heart jumped. There you are, I whispered. My fingers shook. I imagined answering. Explaining. Asking why. Then I locked my phone and set it down. I'm done begging, I said. And I didn't reply. I didn't go looking for updates about Caleb. They found me anyway. Hey, Lena said behind me at the coffee shop. Can I sit? Sure, I said. She studied my face. You look steadier. I'm trying. She hesitated. I wasn't sure if I should say anything. Then don't, I said. She sighed. Okay. But you're going to hear it somewhere. Hear what? Things aren't perfect, she said. Not like they look. I stirred my drink. I don't need details. Ryan's intense, she said. Everything has to look right. Where they go? Who they know? That sounds familiar, I said. He gets angry when Caleb posts anything without him. I looked up. Angry how? Cold, she said. Critical. Like Caleb owes him an image. I felt something shift in my chest. I thought that's what Caleb wanted, I said. So did he, Lena replied. Turns out it comes with rules. That night, my phone buzzed. Caleb, hope you're doing okay. I stared at it. That's new, I said. I didn't answer. At work, my manager stopped by my desk. You've been sharp lately, she said. Focused. Thanks, I said. Keep it up, she said. It's noticeable. I smiled after she walked away. Later, Ethan texted me. You sound lighter. I'm standing up straighter, I typed back. Careful, he replied. That's addictive. Lena messaged again a few days later. Ryan hates that Caleb still talks about you. I typed, I don't talk to Caleb. That's the problem, she wrote. I closed the app. Not my circus, I said. I started playing music again. Old songs. Loud ones. You used to love this, Maya said when she visited. I forgot, I said. Or you weren't allowed, she replied. Caleb texted again. Just wanted to check in. I frowned. You already did. I didn't reply. A week later, Lena called. They fought in public, she said. Ryan walked out. That's unfortunate, I said. Are you okay hearing this? I'm okay not fixing it, I said. That felt new. At night, I thought about Caleb sometimes. I loved you, I said quietly. That doesn't disappear. But it didn't control me anymore. My phone buzzed again. Caleb, can we meet? Just to talk. I stared at the screen. And I didn't answer yet. I met Caleb at a quiet cafe because I didn't want witnesses. He stood when he saw me. You look good. Sit down, I said. He sat. His hands wouldn't stop moving. I'm not happy, he said immediately. I nodded. You said you wanted perfect. I wanted easy, he said. I wanted impressive. And? I asked. And it's empty. I waited. Ryan hates that I talk about you, Caleb said. He says I compare everything to you. Do you? I asked. Yes, he admitted. Why? Because you knew me, he said. Not the version I sell. I sipped my coffee. That sounds exhausting. He checks my phone, Caleb continued. He gets angry when I don't post us. You like being managed now? I asked. No, he said quickly. I feel trapped. I raised an eyebrow. Interesting. He frowned. What? That's what you said you felt with me. That was different, he said. How? I asked. You needed me, he said. He needs control. I leaned back. So love is fine when it benefits you. That's not fair, he said. Was it fair when you left? I asked. He looked down. I didn't think it through. You thought about image, I said. Not impact. I didn't mean to hurt you. But you did, I said. And you didn't stop. Silence stretched. I miss you, he said quietly. You miss safety, I replied. He flinched. You always knew how to ground me. And you always took that for granted, I said. I didn't know how rare that was. You knew, I said. You just thought it was guaranteed. He swallowed. I thought you'd wait. I met his eyes. Why? Because you always stayed, he said. Yes, I said. Until I didn't. He rubbed his face. I feel like I made a huge mistake. You made a clear choice, I corrected. I chose wrong, he said. You chose what you valued, I said. That hasn't changed. I value you, he said desperately. Now, I said. He nodded. Now. That's the problem, I said. He reached across the table and stopped himself. I don't know who I am anymore. That's not my job, I said. I'm not asking you to fix me, he said. You already are, I replied. He sighed. Ryan says you made me weak. I laughed once. I made you honest. That scares him. It scared you too, I said. He looked up. I didn't think you'd get this strong. I didn't either, I said. You don't need me anymore. No, I said. I don't. His voice cracked. That hurts. I know, I said. I lived there. He nodded slowly. I really thought you'd always be waiting. I stood. That was your biggest mistake. I left him there, finally understanding the power had shifted. I didn't hear about Caleb's breakup from him. I heard it in line at work. Did you see that post? Someone whispered. No, another voice said. Ryan deleted everything. I kept my eyes on my screen. Later, Maya texted me. Are you okay? Why? I asked. Because it's happening, she replied. I didn't ask what she meant. I already knew. Lena called that night. They're done, she said. Okay, I replied. That's all you have? That's all I need. She hesitated. He's not taking it well. I'm not responsible for that. You sound different. I am. A week later, Ethan sent me a screenshot. His project got pulled, he wrote. Upper management's not impressed lately. I stared at the message. That's unfortunate, I said out loud. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel sad. I felt removed. At work, My boss stopped me in the hallway. "You've been consistent," she said. "We're expanding your role." I blinked. "Really?" "Yes," she said. "You're reliable under pressure." "Thank you," I said. She smiled. "You earned it." That night, I met Julian. He was sitting alone at the bar, reading. "You actually read in public?" I asked. He looked up and smiled. "I like quiet." "Me too," I said. "I'm Julian." I know," he said gently. "We've met before." "Oh," I said. "Right." We talked. No tension. No performing. "You don't rush," he said. "I used to," I replied. "I'm learning not to." "I like that," he said. So did I. Caleb saw us together a few days later. He stared like he was trying to recognize me. "You look confident," he said when he caught me alone. "I feel clear," I replied. "You set boundaries now," he said. "I learned," I said. "From losing me?" he asked. "From finding myself," I corrected. He nodded slowly. "People stopped calling." "That happens," I said. "They liked the version of me that looked good," he said. "You built that," I replied. "I underestimated you," he said. "Yes," I said. "I didn't think you'd move on." "I didn't move on," I said. "I moved forward." He swallowed. "Leaving you cost me more than I imagined." I waited. "Can we try again?" he asked. And for the first time, I didn't feel torn. Caleb asked me to meet him one last time. "I won't keep you long," he said when I arrived. "Say what you need to say," I replied. He looked smaller than I remembered. Not physically. Emotionally. "I'm scared," he said. I nodded. "I know." "I thought being impressive would save me," he said. "I thought if my life looked perfect, I wouldn't feel empty." "And?" I asked. "And I feel worse," he admitted. "Because now I'm alone." I stayed quiet. "I was terrified of being ordinary," he continued. "Terrified of being forgettable." "You weren't," I said. "You just didn't believe it." He rubbed his face. "I didn't know how to value what we had." "No," I said. "You didn't know how to sit with it." "I thought love should feel exciting all the time," he said. "Effortless." "Love isn't a performance," I replied. "I know that now." "You knew it then," I said. "You just wanted applause." That made him flinch. "I didn't leave because you weren't enough," he said quickly. "I left because I was scared." "I know," I said. "You made me feel seen," he whispered. And that terrified me. "Because being seen means being accountable," I said. He nodded. "I didn't want that." "You wanted an image," I said. "Not intimacy." Tears filled his eyes. "I ruined everything." "You ended something," I corrected. "I rebuilt myself." "I don't recognize you anymore," he said. "I recognize me," I replied. "That's enough." He reached for my hand and stopped himself. "Do you hate me?" he asked. "No," I said honestly. "That's worse," he whispered. "I don't need hate to move on," I said. "I need truth." "I thought you'd always save me," he admitted. "I did," I said. "Until it cost me myself." He cried then. Quietly. Openly. "I don't know how to be alone," he said. "That doesn't mean I should come back," I replied. I'm asking for another chance, he said. I'll do it right. You're asking because you're afraid, I said. Not because you're ready. That's not fair, he said. It is, I replied. I begged once. I won't repeat myself. He shook his head. I lost you. Yes, I said. And I deserve it, he said. That's not my judgment to make, I replied. Can you forgive me? He asked. I thought about it. Forgiveness isn't the point, I said. Freedom is. So this is goodbye, he said. Yes. He laughed weakly. You became everything I wanted. No, I said. I became everything I needed. He looked at me like he wanted to remember every detail. I really thought I was upgrading my life, he said. You were running from it, I replied. I stood. I hope you learn. I hope you stay, he whispered. I won't, I said gently. I walked away without anger. Without pride. Without regret. Karma didn't ruin him. I just stopped saving him. And for the first time in my life, I chose myself. I walked forward unafraid. Complete. Free.